Hey guys, I'm Michael.
And I'm Michaela, and today we're starting our top 5 series. We're starting off with the top 5 weirdest quirks we think each other has.
So I'm going to start off. I'm going to start off with my own, and then of course we're going to go ahead and kind of swap back and forth, and that's where it's going to be. So at least for me, my first biggest quirk is the fact that I have an obsessive love for pickles.
The first day we met, we have a running joke because he had a 5-gallon jar of pickles in his car.
Yep.
Not even kidding.
Yep. It was crazy because I remember that day we met up. I was going for training at a place in my work. She was getting off of work, and we met up at a park where we just happened to meet, and we talked about pickles for some silly reason, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, I've got this giant jar of pickles, not the spears, no, they're giant jars of dill pickles.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no way. So he just takes me over there and he's like, no, here it is, and sure enough, there's this giant jar of pickles.
So I think my obsessive love for pickles well enthusiastically considers it being a quirk. I don't know about you. So
I think that just blows the tip of the cake right there. I think one of my weirdest quirks would be the fact that I hate wearing socks. I, of course, wear them in my tennis shoes and when necessary, but I will just take them off and forget where I took them off. There's times where I'll be watching TV and just, instinctively take my socks off with my feet.
I kid you not, guys. I love her to death. There'll be times where it's not like we're getting ready for bed. It's not like we're about to get in the shower or nothing. We, of course, take our showers. I will find socks in the middle of nowhere. I find them under the dinner table. I found some by the dog bowls. I found them in my office. I have no clue where they got that.
I found a pair on the couch the other day.
Point proven. She does not like to wear socks to bed.
No. Not even when it's cold.
She doesn't like me wearing socks. Okay.
Because they touch me and it's weird.
So, socks, quirky. So for myself, I've got one. I don't know if maybe you see it or not. I have an obsessive compulsive disorder of just popping my bones.
It makes me so queasy because you'll just be walking around your normal, typical self, and then all of a sudden.
So I'm gonna prove this for a second. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There was probably about 7 pops in there.
Oh, it makes me so squishy. So gross.
So I have a really, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's arthritis. I'm gonna put my hand near the camera and I'm just gonna see if you guys can hear this. So that is me popping consistently. It's so bad. I know it's not good for you.
Drives me absolutely insane.
Yep, it gets to the point where there's times I'm like, all right, hey, I need you to step on my back because my back needs pop. She's reluctant, but she still does it because she loves me.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm going to break my neck because I'm very clumsy.
So that's one of my other quirks. What about?
My next one is my habit of chewing on my cheeks. I just sit there and have you ever noticed it?
No, I don't.
But especially when I'm thinking. I just sit there and chew at the skin on the inside of my cheeks. It's so bad.
It's so nasty.
It's so weird, but it's just one of the weird things I do. I don't even know how I picked it up.
I don't think I've really recognized that. I mean, it's not like I'm studying the insides of her cheeks.
No, I mean, go back and watch some of the videos that we recorded, and you'll see me.
Just kind of just chewing on your cheeks? I guess I can see that. I don't know. I don't think I really see so much of that. So I guess for in that case, I mean, quirkiness as it is, just chewing on your own teeth. I don't know. So I got one for myself. And this is well before we getting into each other's that we haven't mentioned. We're going to do just a couple of our own. I have a bad habit, and I don't know so much if it's a quirk. I have a bad habit of picking up a bunch of different projects and never doing a single one of them. I've promised to do the dishes for the last 6 weeks. I will do 90% of the dishes.
And leave 3 things in there. We have cast iron skillets, okay? He'll take the time to get all the nasty stuff out of it and let it sit in the sink.
Just leave it there.
Leave it.
Just leave it there.
So then naturally cast iron skillets rust if they get water on them.
Yep.
Still leaves it. Still leaves it. Sink full of water.
Just sits there. I mean, get to the point where the water gets orange, and then I have to spend an hour cleaning the sink out because it's orange.
It drives me freaking batty.
So it's mostly just with the dishes. I'll be honest with you, or at least I think so. I guess this is where we're having a disagreement here.
Yeah, you put the grill together for a couple days. Let's see.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. It took you 2 days to put
I put the grill together within a day.
Well, yeah, after you took 7 breaks. Hey, baby, I'm gonna go do my homework. Listens through Netflix. Oh, the YouTube video in the background does not sound like homework whatsoever. Complains next day. Oh my gosh, I missed my quiz. You said you were gonna do it last night. I know, but now I'm gonna fail the class. Well, don't watch YouTube videos in place of doing your homework. Let this be a lesson to all kids that watch videos. Do your homework, then watch all the YouTube videos your little heart desires.
I am so incredibly bad for that. And that was actually going to be my next quirk about how absolutely procrastinative that I am. So I guess I'm going to let her do a couple in a row. So I procrastinate really, really bad. Some of you guys that don't know, I've got a gaming channel. And there'll be times where I do really, really good and produce like a week and a half's worth of videos.
Yeah,
sometimes like I have to. It's so bad to the point where I have so many different things going on. I have to pre-record a bunch of YouTube videos just to get the next video done. We'll take this one for example. It's going up first thing in the morning, but we got to record it the night prior because we work during the time that we'd upload the video.
Yeah.
So. She had to gripe at me saying, "Hey, we've got to make this video." Now, of course,
true story.
This has been the last 5 days.
Yeah.
5 days that she's been like, "Hey, we need to get this done. Hey, we need to get this done." Hey, we've got the next week's worth of videos done as it comes to the hiking part of it on Thursdays, but family videos? Question mark. So yeah, that's one of my other ones.
My next quirk. I love him so much.
Uh-oh.
Laundry.
Oh yeah.
He does the laundry sometimes and doesn't fold the shirts the way I fold them. So I unfold them and refold them.
I've learned. I have learned, okay? Bless my heart. I literally watched her one day fold her shirts. I decided, I want to be a good future husband. I want to learn and make sure that I do this the correct way. And of course, I let her do laundry. We've got separate chores that we do. I do dishes, I mow the yard, I take out the trash. It's a guy chore.
I clean the house, take care of the kids, quote unquote dogs.
And the laundry.
And the laundry.
And so we kind of do that. I take care of the yard, she takes care of the house, but we do our separate chores. But on that mark, she's really bad about procrastinating on putting it away.
Yep, I leave it in baskets, after I folded it, matched all the socks and everything, I just leave it in baskets.
Then we argue.
And then I put the stuff in the drawers that it goes in, and all the stuff I have to hang up stays in the baskets.
Oh, by the way, which is mine. Because I hang up everything.
Who hangs up their t-shirts? Who wastes hangers on t-shirts?
This guy. Right here. Yeah, imagine that. Alright.
Freak.
So what's your next one?
I just did one.
I thought we were going to do two since you kind of put into my procrastination part of it.
Let me think for a second.
If not, I've got one.
You say yours.
I've got one for her.
Oh, crap.
Since we're going to go ahead and do this anyway.
Oh, okay. I got one for you then.
Oh, no. So one that I see, actually, prior to recording this, I was sitting here thinking, okay, what's some of her quirks? What's this? What's that? I see her do this.
Oh, I've been doing it the whole video.
She is a nervous Nelly, and she will do this when she's thinking really weird or starts to get nervous. She starts to pluck at the skin of her fingernails.
Cuticles.
Whatever. So she's plucking out.
I've been doing it the whole time.
And she doesn't even realize it, I'm sure, most of the time. Yeah, it's one of those things. It doesn't drive me nuts. That being said, leads me into a quirk that I know drives her nuts. Not so much that as it is me constantly picking at my nails. I will do this and I will just pick at them.
Because all you hear is...
Most of the time they're toenails, to be honest with you.
And that just grosses me out.
I'm too lazy to get up, go get the nail clippers, and 90% of the time it's in bed.
I just can't even reach mine.
No,
I can reach them, but my thighs are too big, and I can't see very well.
All right, so what's one you got for me?
Too bad you don't have a cup in here.
Nope. I actually got my cup of sodas in the kitchen.
I'm thinking about going and get it and just demonstrating. His obsessive ice crunching. All you hear is... Takes a drink.
More ice crunching.
You know, the big 44-ounce sodas, he gets those every day, twice or 6 times, or sometimes 1,000. Takes the lid off of them, pours it in his mouth.
Just for the ice. I don't know what it is. I have no clue. I've heard people tell me, oh, you're anemic. Well, just because I like ice doesn't mean I'm anemic. I think it stems from back in my childhood. We didn't really have.
Let's go back in the day, shall we?
Back in the day. So we didn't have a lot of money, so we never really had bags of ice, or we didn't really have a lot of ice to begin with. But we every so often we get ice trays or something that didn't break, and then we make a ton of ice. And my dad was notorious for filling my cup full of ice. And in the summers, I just crunch on ice. And then it just stayed with me.
It drives me absolutely insane. I don't get ice in my drinks because I don't like watered down drinks. So, he gets extra ice in his. I always tell them, put my ice in his cup.
Basically.
Because I don't like ice that much, except in water. In water, I will drink ice. That's it. Yeah,
so she'll go get a 32-ounce fountain soda, and here I am with a 44, just... the drink is this much, I've got that much of ice. I barely have maybe an inch of space between the ice and where the lid is.
Yeah.
Most of the time. And just, the reason why is because I feel like the soda melts the ice when it hits it, and then I don't like warm soda. It's, meh.
I grew up on warm soda.
I did.
So, I could care less.
Alright, so I got one more. I have one more quirk that I really, really see in you. And it's not so much a bad quirk as it is just not simple. We've already mentioned the laundry thing, and that was going to be that was my final one prior to this one. She has such a love for animals that sometimes I don't know if I'm going to ever have kids or if we're just going to adopt every single dog that's on the Facebook pages. Like,
goes to Humane Society, adopts every single dog.
I'm serious, guys. If I get a bigger house, it's just going to have more dogs in it. I don't...
If we ever get a mansion, I'm putting a room in there for every dog that I have.
And it's not a bad thing. I actually, I love our little fur babies. Kai is our big nutcase right now, and he is getting neutered soon. I'm going to be so happy. He'll calm down.
Maybe. Sometimes they get worse.
I am so hoping. And then, of course, Idge is our little old corgi. I can't talk today. And she's a sweetheart. I love Idgie to death. But I got Idgie when we proposed, or when I proposed.
Yeah, I didn't propose to you.
She kind of might as well have, as much as she cares about me. Oh, good Lord, get off. I'm getting to another quirk here. But I got Idgie when I proposed to her. It was a double thing. I proposed to her at the same time of giving her the dog. Just kind of like as she got her highs from getting the dog down, I got on one knee and it just blood pressure. So there was that. And then when she got back from her trip from Belize a few weeks ago, about a month ago maybe.
Yeah, almost
about a month ago. She got back from her trip from Belize, and so she's like, well, let's get this dog, or let's get this dog. She originally was getting a dog from Belize. We had talked about this, and I agreed to it after hesitation because, let's be honest, I don't need more stress in my life. I've got enough issues. She's not an issue. She's just obnoxious. Whoops. Sorry. That's for another video. But no, I mean, for the most part, it's not a bad thing. I don't hate it. It's just a quirk. Like, she's always wanted more dogs. I don't know. They got any more?
I have one.
One more. Uh-oh.
If it was possible for humans to be an animal, he'd be a cat.
How's that a quirk?
Because you're so cattish with your attention. Cats want attention, and then they go hide in their beds. And then they, like, bite you and slap you when you give them attention, except he doesn't bite and slap me, he just looks at me funny. Like, I give him a hug. Woman, you're so gosh dang needy! And that's exactly how he says it.
Oh, that's an inside joke. I don't know if you guys have ever had that happen to you. When we first started dating, I wouldn't even call it dating at the time, she would constantly want attention. Like, consistently. I just didn't know what to do. I'm not a super clingy, touchy person. Not me. Her, on the other hand...
I'm like a Klingon sticker you can't get off the car.
It's like it's been super glued. I love you. So it's not bad. It wasn't a bad thing.
It's terrible.
But she would literally come up and just sit there and look at me. Attention, please.
Like a dog with a bone.
It was terrible. It was terrible. She's crying. She knows it's true. She's crying about it. So it was terrible. I mean, it wasn't so bad, but oh my goodness, it was just. Woman, you're so gosh darn needy.
See, I told you, it's like a staple line with him.
I can't help it. So anyway, guys, that's we're getting close to 20 minutes. That's a lot of our quirks that we find in each other. For the most part, I mean, it's a lovely thing. You know, we've learned to live with these quirks. So honestly, making this video was very difficult for me.
Not so difficult for
Not
me,
for
because
her.
I can list like 75,000 more quirks than he has.
So I've got a bunch apparently, and I've gotten to the point where I've numbed out all of her quirks. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, I'm not that bad, you guys. He's gonna marry me in less than 6 months, but I'm not that bad.
She's not that bad. I'll still marry her. But that's going to be it, guys. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, of course, leave that like button down there. Just go ahead and push that big thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, then, of course, give us a thumb down. Just give us a rating. If you like the channel and want to see more of our funny little contents or even our hiking trips, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But that's going to be
all
it.
for today.
See you guys.
Stay quirky.
Oh, good